Hi everyone, it's Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. Thank you very much for joining me today. I can't believe it, but it's already time to talk about the fails and faves from March. These are in no particular order and just some products that I've been using this month that are either faves or fails, with a quick review about each one. Of course, if your opinion or experience is different from mine, perfect, please share that in the comments, and if something that's on my fails list is working for you, great, of course keep using it. The very first one is the NEOGEN Daylight Protection Airy Sunscreen. It looks like this. I've had the original formula a few times and my husband really likes it. That one is a lot more nourishing, and that works for him because that's pretty much the only thing he uses in the morning, if he remembers. But for me, sometimes for my combination skin, it's a little bit too rich. However, this one is really nice and light, just like the label promises. Has SPF 50. No white cast on me. I also asked around a little bit, and a couple of people with deeper skin tones also said that there's no white cast on them, which is promising. The finish is pretty natural, not overly matte and not overly shiny. I prefer a pretty matte look, so I usually top it with translucent powder, just like I do with all of my sunscreens. But overall, a really nice sunscreen. I have a lot of different ones open right now, but I keep reaching for this one. Next is this Sum 37 moisturizer. It's actually my very first product from this line. It's definitely on the spendy side. The whole brand in general, it is, I think, I would say, considered a luxury brand, kind of like Silva Sue. It is very nice. Perfect texture for somebody like me with combination skin. It has this really nice, convenient pump, and it works really well for me for daytime. It looks like this on the hand. Just a really light gel, and you can see it's kind of running, but it's not greasy or sticky or heavy, and still nourishes really well. We've had a roller coaster of weather here. We've had hail and snow. Then today it is 60 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny, so it's just been really unpredictable, and sometimes my skin still needs a little bit something extra before sunscreen in the mornings, so this has been working really well and sitting nicely under makeup, and just overall really nice. I'll have a full review sometime soon, potentially before this video even comes out, but I will put links for everything in the description box, and if I have full reviews on my blog, I will link those down below as well. This one is definitely a fail and so disappointing. This is the Canmake Mermaid sunscreen. You might be a little surprised to see this on the fails list, but let me explain. This sunscreen formula comes in two different kinds. There's a 01, the clear one that everybody raves about, and then this 02 here. It is supposed to be a tone-up sunscreen, so it's supposed to make your skin look a little bit more even and potentially a little bit more pale as well. However, on me, it has a horrible white cast, and if that wasn't bad enough, it's not just white, it is slightly yellow. My husband told me that I look like a yellow billiard or pool ball when I wear it, but it's also shiny and greasy looking. It sits on my skin like a mask. I really hate it. I mean, there's some sunscreens where I'm not super into the formula, but I still find ways to use it. This one I'm really struggling, and it's not expired yet. It's still within its period after opening time, but I'm just not sure how to use it or what to do with it. Because it's colder right now, I don't have a lot of body skin exposed. I can't really use it on the body either. But even if I could, I'm not really sure I want to put something like this on the body just because it's so weird feeling. So I can deal with a white cast if the texture is good, or I can deal with maybe not super great texture or finish if there's no white cast, but this one just fails in every single aspect. This one is a fave, and I probably wouldn't have been super interested in this if I didn't see Ju Chow of 50 Shades of Snail rave about it. She's an awesome person and I really enjoy her reviews and value her opinions, and usually if she really raves about something, it makes me want to try it. I got this in the Yes Style advent calendar, but I kept it sealed until I was ready to use it. Well, finally I opened it somewhat recently, and these are amazing. These are the biggest eye patches that I've ever used. I'm going to try and put a picture somewhere here because I think if I open this and try to show you, I am going to spill the essence all over. But basically they cover all the way from like the bottom of the eyelid all the way into my cheek. And then there are smaller pieces that are not as useful to me but they're still there, and you can put them on the nasolabial folds, which are these areas, or on the forehead, or wherever needs a little plumping. These are nice and plumping and hydrating. I use them usually in the evening, but if you have really dry under eye areas and you need to plump it up for a smooth makeup application, potentially I think this could work for that as well. If you have a lot of puffiness in the morning, you can store these in the fridge and use them cool for an extra depuffing action, but in the mornings I barely have time and energy to get dressed and slap some mascara on and drink coffee and leave. So yeah, that's not part of my morning routine, but they're very nice in the evening also. Next fail is this Numbuzin number 3 Dewy Radiance Essence Toner. It is slightly thicker than most essences I've tried. It is pretty much on par as far as toner texture, maybe a little thicker even than some toners. I was fairly excited to try this because this brand has been talked about recently a lot and people ask about it in my group, Korean Beauty Fanatics, so I moved it up a little bit on my review queue just because I thought people wanted to know about it. I am so disappointed. So there's some good things about it. The texture I actually enjoy. It's nice and hydrating, it's plumping. It's nothing too crazy out of this world as far as results, but it's a good hydrating product. And I like that the bottle can be squeezed on the side, so when you're pouring this out into your hand, if it's not coming out as fast as you'd like, you can squeeze the bottle. It's a little flexible and it comes out better. But at the same time, this bottle feels really unexciting to me. I'm not against plastic packaging. I love glass, but that's not always practical. But this specific packaging, just the way it's made, it just feels kind of cheap and unexciting. However, that's not why I don't like it. This has citronella in it, which is a common ingredient in bug repellent, and while I know that products can share ingredients like, I don't know, dish soap could share ingredients with a shampoo, like water for example, right, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad shampoo. But in this particular case, this smells like bug repellent. This definitely has that citronella vibe to it, and I'm just not about it. I tried to like it because I like all the other things about it, but the smell just kills it for me. And I'm not against fragrance, but I think if you're going to use fragrance in a product, at least make it pleasant, at least make it elegant, and make it contribute to the overall skincare experience. This was not it for me. I'm pretty much using it as a body essence right now on my legs because they're very dry, and that's working well for me. That's as far as I could get it away from my face, but of course I still can smell it when I apply it, but at least it's not on my face right next to my nose. So that's how I'm using it, to not have it go to waste, because I feel like in good conscience I couldn't even offer it to one of my friends just because I feel like it smells awful. But here's a fantastic smelling product, the Sun By Me by Blemish Vita Brightening Bubble Cleanser. I think Sun By Me must enjoy very lengthy product names because all of their products have very long names, and this one's no exception. Looks like this. It's an interesting formula. I've had cleansers like this before where you're supposed to put it on your face and just kind of let it sit there for a minute, and it forms bubbles as it sits, and then you add a little water, massage it, and rinse it off. It is just lovely. I do think that it cleanses well without overstripping the skin. Is it the most mind-blowing cleanser I've ever tried? Probably not, but it's very nice and effective. It's awesome to use. I really love the scent and it's so refreshing. I do not wash my face in the mornings, but if I did, I think this is actually a really nice formula for the morning that will probably wake up your senses and potentially even brighten your mood a little bit just because it smells like nice fresh citrus. I use this in the evenings, or sometimes on the weekends I'll sleep in and then lazily wake up and have breakfast, and after a while work out and then take a shower. In that case I usually wash my face to get all the sweat off, so that's kind of a nice like midday cleanser as well if you are lazy on the weekends like I am. Ending the video on a fail, and I know not everybody's going to agree with me here because I already saw feedback on my review about that as well, but that's the beauty of reviews and opinions. We all have one, and it's totally okay that they're different. That's why it's nice to follow different bloggers and read different reviews, and it's even nicer to try stuff for yourself so you can make your own opinion. This is the Medicube Deep Vita C Ampoule. It's a vitamin C serum or ampoule. It actually comes in a 3-pack, which I enjoyed because each individual bottle is sealed and you don't open it until you're ready to use it. It has one dropper that you just move from bottle to bottle. I've gone through 2 of these so far and I have 1 left. This one is empty. The texture is nice. I do think it probably works just fine. I mean, I've been using it and I do see some brightening results and stuff like that. It's very nice, almost creamy texture, and just kind of an interesting consistency for a vitamin C product. I think if somebody has dry skin, they might even enjoy it extra versus watery vitamin C products. The reason that I absolutely cannot stand it is the smell. And I just don't understand why it smells like that. I've tried many vitamin C products, and I've seen people sometimes say, oh, vitamin C products don't smell good, they smell like dirty hot dog water or something similar, but I haven't had that experience personally. Like, I've seen people talk about that with Purito vitamin C, and I think it smells like ascorbic acid, and I find that pleasant. But this product here, it really does smell like something that shouldn't go on the face at all. I wouldn't say dirty hot dog water, although it's been like ages since I've boiled a hot dog because I don't eat meat. But I think this one smells like boiled or steamed pork. It smells like meat, and I am not about that. I did have one of my creator friends say that she also doesn't like the scent, but she puts up with it because she reacts to other vitamin C products, but not this one, and so to get the vitamin C benefits without a reaction, she's putting up with the smell. Some people said they don't know what I'm talking about and that it smells just fine, and yeah, we're all different. I personally just can't stand it, and I'm not sure about the 3rd bottle and what to do with it. I've also been using some of this on my legs because I have post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from ingrown hair that I picked. Don't do that. I've been battling with that for a year, if not more. I will eventually do a video of how that's going because I have made some good progress. But even on that, I can still smell it when I apply, and it's just not my favorite thing. That is it for today's fails and faves. Thank you very much for watching and joining me. I hope it was useful or at least entertaining, and of course tell me what your faves and fails are in the comments, or if you have any questions, I'm happy to help with that. You can find me on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, my blog KBeautyHobbit.com, and my private Facebook group Korean Beauty Fanatics, of course here on YouTube. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, please remember to always listen to your skin. Thank you so much. Bye.